Hello, everyone, and welcome to EDU 595, Developing Character and Ethics. I'm Dr. Jenny Lark, and I am thrilled to serve as our instructor over the next 8 weeks as we explore character development in schools. In this brief video, I'm going to share with you just a little bit about myself and provide you with some Christ-centered encouragement as you begin this very meaningful professional endeavor. And I'll also share with you just a brief overview of our Canvas learning space to get you oriented. So, a little bit about me. I am a lifelong learner and educator, and professionally, I am passionate about all things teaching, learning, and school leadership, especially as it relates to supporting teachers. I am truly so excited to get to know each of you as we develop into a community of learners together in this space. And just wanted to let you know that I'm personally a product of both private and public school sectors in education. I attended public elementary schools before attending Orange Lutheran High School, where I recently served as principal of academics after a 15-year tenure in the classroom. There I am with one of my AP psychology classes and our sweet little service dog, Marty, after Martin Luther. Um, and I currently serve as vice principal at Crean Lutheran High School in Irvine. So blessed to be there. It is an incredible community and place to serve. In terms of higher education, I earned my undergraduate degree in psychology from UCLA, go Bruins, followed by a master's in educational psychology from Cal State Long Beach. And then I just recently completed my doctorate in educational leadership from UCLA's Educational Leadership Program. So, fun little fact about my life. Little did I know that when I began my doctoral program in the fall of 2019, in addition to taking on a brand new role as vice principal of academics, little did I know that COVID was coming to upend education as we know it and wreak havoc on our already strained and imperfect educational system. Those years were truly some of the challenging of my life thus far, juggling the weight of a rigorous doctoral program while reimagining education for our exhausted high school teachers and students, while also trying to fulfill my vocation as mom and wife to two very rambunctious little boys, third and fifth graders, or third and kindergartner at the time, who really needed me throughout that very tumultuous time in their lives. And I will tell you that at times during that journey, I was utterly overwhelmed by everything that was on my plate. And I felt like I was stretched so thin that at times it was impossible to serve everybody the way that I wanted to serve them with the amount of time and bandwidth that I had. So I'm just going to show you a couple of pictures from that point in my life. Here is the victory when I finally earned that doctorate. But here's a picture of me serving at Orange Lutheran. You can see the masks, and to boost teacher morale, we turned our facilities truck into an ice cream truck and drove around the empty hallways serving teachers ice cream one day. Here I am back when we are still in remote learning, trying to answer work phone calls while also helping my sweet boys learn remotely, trying to have some social fun in our lives. We had some Zoom parties back in the day, if y'all remember those times. And again, there was so much going on that I felt like it was really difficult to accomplish everything that I wanted to on my own. And something that God continually revealed to me during that difficult season of my life was that I don't have to. I'm not called to. Our Christian message for this first week together is Psalm 18:2. It reminds us that the Lord is our rock and our fortress and our deliverer, our God, our strength in whom we seek refuge, our shield and the power of our salvation, our stronghold. And what an incredible blessing it is that we have our gracious God who sent his perfect Son to atone for our imperfections, our shortcomings via his death on the cross. And what an incredible blessing it is that he faithfully provides us via his Holy Spirit working in us with all of those fruits of the Spirit, those character competencies, if you will, tying it into class: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control, all those things that we need to effectively share his love with others by modeling strong character and servant leadership to those that we are blessed to serve, including each other in this class. And so as I reflect back on my own journey as a graduate student, a continued source of joy for me across those years that continues today is the meaningful relationships that God blessed me with my teachers and with my amazing cohort members. And so as I think about what's to come for you, I am truly filled with excited anticipation on your behalf as you not only foster important knowledge and skills that will further strengthen your educational leadership, but also as you just develop lifelong professional relationships with other educators doing this great work alongside you. And so my prayer for you today, as you continue on through this class and throughout your program really, is that you thoroughly enjoy this unique opportunity to learn from and grow with each other, and that when the going gets tough, you remember that God has already won the ultimate victory for us, that he's walking alongside us through it all, and that he's daily equipping us with everything that we need to serve each other well. And what a blessing it is that he gives us each other for support. And know that I am here to support you as well. It's my great privilege to do so. So that being said, let's dive into a brief Canvas overview to get you started on your way. I'm going to switch my screen here, and now you're looking at our Canvas learning space. So your first time coming into the space, hopefully you're able to find the course information module, and you start here. Just click on that, start here. This is going to provide you with just a brief overview of developing character and ethics. As you scroll down, you'll see my picture there. You'll find my contact information. I am more than happy to connect with you via phone, via Zoom, to support you in any way that I can as you move throughout this course. Traditional email is always great as well. So there's my contact information. I didn't list specific office hours because, again, I'm happy to make myself available to you given the asynchronous nature of this course at whatever time is going to work best in your professional life. So we will communicate via email to set up any support that you need throughout the course. You can see a little bit about me and my professional history here. And then as you scroll down, you'll see a link where you can click on our syllabus, which is going to be your best friend throughout this course. So let's take a moment to look at the syllabus here together. As you click that open, you will see kind of just some preliminary information about Concordia University Irvine, and the course itself starts out with some very broad learning outcomes. And then as we scroll down, we get into the good stuff. So there's a course description. We have all of the learning outcomes for our particular course. And then as we continue to scroll down, I think part B is going to be the most helpful for you and something that you'll reference regularly throughout the class. This is everything that we're doing together in the course, my friends, organized for you by week. So you'll see that every week is color-coded to share our topics and our learning outcomes. You'll always see our Christian message for the week in yellow. Then you'll always see any readings or videos for the week in this gray space. There's live links there, and you can also access these same resources via our weekly course modules. You'll see our discussion board post or posts for the particular week, and our rubric is linked into the syllabus for you as well. And then you'll always see whether a weekly assignment is due down at the very bottom of each particular week, along with the due date for that particular assignment. So please feel free to regularly consult the syllabus throughout the course. That contains everything that you need to kind of guide your time and your pacing and your learning in the course. As you continue to scroll down, you'll notice that there are no required textbooks for this class. Hooray! So all of your required readings and videos can be found in the syllabus, which I just showed you, or again in those weekly modules. I will say that it's highly recommended that you do purchase, really for your entire time in the program, the publication manual of the American Psychological Association 7th edition. So we are expected to submit all of our work according to APA 7th edition. And this is such a lifesaver when you have those quick questions about formatting in particular. If you don't want to purchase this particular resource, I strongly encourage you to check out the OWL website. which allows you to search what you're looking for and provides really helpful, accurate information digitally as well. Right, so scrolling on down here, we do use Google Docs for assignments and support materials. These documents are master templates that you're not able to edit. And so if you do need access to a copy or to edit a document, please feel free to do the following. You're always going to go to File, click on Make a Copy. Then it's going to allow you to retitle the document according to your personal preference. And then you're going to be able to share that so that myself or other colleagues, if you're working in a group, can see along with you what you're accomplishing. So I will remind you about those things anytime we have an assignment that is true for. Okay. We also do ask that you have access to Microsoft Office for this particular course. You are going to be submitting Google products, but when you turn them in as a final submission, we ask that you save those either as a Microsoft Word doc or as a PowerPoint, depending on the nature of the assignment, so that those are finalized products as we go in to examine those and grade them and things of that nature. So just wanted to share that with you up front, but I will always reinforce that as we move through each particular assignment in the class as well. Let's take a minute to look at our discussion board rubric together. So discussion posts that you make and that you respond to for your peers, those are an integral part of this course. Because we're not able to meet together face to face, the discussion board rubrics are a way for us to converse, to communicate, to dialogue with each other about the things that we're learning in class. And so we want to make sure that we're posting early and often throughout the week, as well as adhering to just some basic guidelines to guide our communication with each other. So let's take a look at the discussion board criteria and grading rubric. You'll see that this opens with just some helpful reminders about etiquette. So Concordia encourages frank and insightful dialogue in all of its online courses, including this one. Diversity has many manifestations, including diversity of thought, opinions, and values. We want to encourage everyone to be respectful of that diversity and to refrain from any inappropriate commentary. Okay, so here are some great things to keep in mind as you're posting. Please don't ever post anything when you're angry or upset. Wait a minute to calm down and think about a way that you can frame your point of view by speaking the truth in love to colleagues. Please never post, transmit, or promote content that is known to be illegal. Please feel free to respectfully disagree and share a different opinion than your classmates, but please do not harass or embarrass fellow learners. Please refrain from posting any harmful content, anything that's racially or ethnically offensive, vulgar or otherwise inappropriate. You are not anonymous when you post, and so every post that you do make in the classroom is going to be linked to you personally. All right. In terms of participation, here is a really important point. We are expected to complete assigned readings early in the week and participate in those weekly discussions. So every week, you're going to find some different postings as part of your learning process. This first week of class together, we have 2 discussion posts. Typically, we just have 1 discussion post per week, and you are required to make your initial posting by Thursday night at 11:59 p.m. every week. It would be great if you post earlier than that so we can get a healthy discussion rolling as early in the week as possible. And then you're also expected to add 2 peer responses by Sunday night at 11:59 p.m. The only exception to that is week 8, which does end on a Friday, and all of your coursework is due by that last Friday of our class together. So the due dates follow a Wednesday and Friday structure week 8, but otherwise always your initial post is due by Thursday at the latest, 11:59 p.m., followed by 2 peer responses by Sunday night at 11:59 p.m. Let's take a look at the discussion board grading rubric to set you up for success, okay? So in order to earn full points for a highly developed initial response, we are looking for your content to be well thought out, insightful, detailed, and on topic. We're also looking for your response to include a minimum of 1 scholarly reference, complete with properly formatted in-text citations within the response, and a reference at the bottom of the post. We're also looking for appropriate grammar, punctuation, syntax, and word usage. Those are all just to set you up for success, not only within individual discussion posts, but through your time in the program as well. So we're looking for those components for a highly developed initial response. Then for your peer responses, again, we're looking for insightful and detailed responses that add depth to the discussion. Feel free to post a question for peers to consider, or add a specific relevant example, or disagree respectfully and post a different point of view, but really add enough that we're stimulating our thinking and engaging in that dialogue as a group, that written dialogue, if you will. And those will be due again by Sunday night at 11:59 p.m. And so I'll refer you back to this rubric as we move through our time in class together as well. Just wanted to show that for you a little bit up front. Lastly, before we close out our welcome video, I just wanted to remind you that we have so many student support services available for you. So here are just some of the things we have to support you along your way. We also have linked in the classroom ways to get connected during your time at Concordia University Irvine. So check those out as you see fit. Wanted to draw your attention to the fact that our Masters of Arts in Education curriculum and instruction website is listed here for you, as well as your capstone handbook. And here's the really good stuff, my friends. So I know that it gets some getting used to in terms of APA writing guidelines and following those in all submissions and assignments, which is the expectation for this and all of your classes in the program. Feel free to spend some time up front perusing this particular area of the classroom. It has some really helpful templates for you and some guidelines to keep in mind as you're submitting your work. And then lastly, we do have some library and orientation resources listed here for you as well. You do have 2 required orientations as you move into the program. So just wanted to draw your attention to those resources there for you as well. And then of course, we have our Graduate Resource Center for you with links to important information that will also help you along your way. And that is going to bring us to week 1. I'm going to post a separate video where we go into a little bit more detail about the expectations and things you can look forward to in our week 1 together. So I will leave you here. I thank you for your time and attention. I am so excited to engage in learning with you throughout this particular 8-week course. Please know that I am your biggest cheerleader. I'm here to support you. I am in your corner as you begin this endeavor. Blessings on your week ahead and your learning in this course.